Christelle, and I'm back. So, if you've been following the Tilaw Master episodes, you would know nga murag nagpahuway lang ko for I think a month na sad. My last episode was actually early May and it was uploaded mid-May, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And it's 11:11 on my clock. Amazing. So, you might be asking anong matakay ko at this time of the night. It's because if you know me, if you've been following me, kabalajud mo that I work at night. I'm most awake, active, productive at night. And you can call me, actually, it's safe to call me a night owl, nocturnal, whatever you want. So, it's actually sa gabi, gaganahan higay ko magkaon-kaon. And this is also perfect time for me to shoot my Tilaw Master episode. So, tonight, just like as always, we are going to have a taste of Filipino favorite food. And I know that you can see what's on my table right now, sabaw siya, diba? And the reason this is what I'm tasting right now, it's because here in Butuan City, for a long time, over the past few months, grabe, gid kaayo siya kainit. As in, kanang gawas gid sa mapa ang Butuan as #1 hottest city in the Philippines. And funny, because today, nigawas na po sa national news ang Butuan City, but not as #1 hottest, but because there's a low pressure area near Butuan City, here in the Mindanao area, northern Mindanao. So, mugawas magana, it's either super init or gibagyo sad. So, definitely today is a very cold night. Tonight is a very cold night. So, namalit mi og Balbacua. I'm not even sure if that's the correct pronunciation for it. Balbacua or Balbacua. I don't know, but definitely I know this is a Filipino favorite food. And the first time I was able to have this was, I know the month, it's September, because that was my sister's birthday in Nangadtumig Park. Nag-picnic me, and this is one of the food namin gitilaw-tilawan dito. But back then, of course, my taste buds were entirely different. No, elementary pa ko ato, so definitely pipila lang ka mga pagkaon ang gibalik-balik na kong kaon, because kids usually just opt for their favorites, makaon sila kung sila yung ganahan. So that was the first time I ate Balbacua, and to my judgment, murag halang-halang siya gamay. So we'll see how's it gonna taste, because I've never been really a fan of kaning mga inani na soup. Not that I dislike it, it's just like wala kay ko encounter na murag kanang makakaon ko ani. Ingon sila it's a good hangover soup, and okay, let's be honest, I've been drunk a couple of times, but pag maadtumig ka ng mga mamaligyag mo ani, I would rather prefer lomi to this. So it's been really a long time since I tasted this, and we'll see how it goes. But of course, I knew for a fact, saya pang baho, humutid siya. So I have it here at my table, my favorite juice. It's actually a grape juice, and I'm not even sure if mabagay siya, if mo complement siya sa taste sa Balbacua, because most of the time, Filipino as we are, diba, like, mukha something oily, something heavy, mo prefer kita og soft drinks. But I'm trying to steer clear from soft drinks these days. And of course, with me, instead of rice, kay 11 o'clock naman sa gabi, I have toasted bread, and we'll see how it goes, diba? So here we go. Just to be honest, puno gid kay ni siya. For 100 pesos, puno gid kay ni siya, and gitilawan na ni sa mga batos diri sa balay. Kay when I came home after buying this, grabe gid kay siya kahumot. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I think it's really meant to be salty, no? But it's too salty for my taste. It's too salty for my taste, but I would love this if nagin siya rice, this will really be perfect if na rice and maybe barbecue. But to my surprise, I thought oily kayo siya glasa. Kaya maglutaw, makita man yung mga oil. But actually smooth to kayo siya. It's not even very oily. Na-shock gani ko pag when I bought this, 100 pesos daw ni. So okay, okay kay most soup magpalit kag karinderya karon. Nasa mga 60 to 70 pesos. For something yun na 60, 70 pesos. And gamay ra siyang serving, but this is 100. And let me just show you. This is my first time buying balbacua. Kaya sa una, kung mga mig balbacua sa akong family, akong papa mo palit. Okay, para ma-sure daw, hinlong, pagka-prepare, and all that jazz. So, I'm gonna show you. Karon pa ako kabalo ka. Ang mga balbacua nga ako natilawan sa una is nakat naman ang mga meat and stuff. So, I don't know, shocked. So, nakita na ako nga buo siya. Buogid siya. Because it's just my theory. See. Yan na siya kabuo. It's skin. So, ang theory is, para dali madaot ang meat, ilang gina-separate ang kaning skin o ang sabaw. So, pag nanay po palit, adisor na nila, they store this as like a big Tupperware. And ilan nang gikuha, dun gibutangan nila sabaw. I thought nga medyo bland, siguro ni glasa, baka na-separate man for a while ang broth sa skin, sa pork. But, actually, lami siya. This has been slow cooked for hours and hours to achieve this very flavorful taste sa balbacua. And it is said that balbacua actually originated in Pampanga. Don't quote me for that, but that's what I read online. It's actually very delicious. But let's see if we dip. I don't know if it's even proper or if there's even a rule on how to eat balbacua, no? Gusto mo ko i-try mo good. Kana very Pinoy kayo. Ito slob ang pan. Wala mong good rice, and I feel that ang lasa sa sabaw niya is really good with carbs. See, I told you. I wasn't really wrong. Though this might be a funny and weird combination para sa uban. Oh my god. This is so good. Abi na ako, it was a really, well, it's really a bad choice not to have rice. I feel like mas lamin eh. But the reason also ako nung wala na po kung nagpalit og rice or nag-effort og luto og rice for this episode today is because I thought I thought na if magtilaw ko og balbacua with rice, I'm a rice person. So mas mapadaghan na ang kaon ako sa rice rather than this balbacua. So I want manggod nga i-savor unta na sa nako ang lasa jud ani. Kay murag ma-in love naman gidayon ko sa rice pag isabaw na nako ni kaligo na nako ni sa rice. So good choice, I have bread instead. See? Sa iyang katender, di ba I showed you the whole chunk? Sa iyang katender is you can actually, it's even hard to scoop the skin. But matuong nga rin mo siya with your fork. It's so tender. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. See that? Mura siyang jelly ace ang skin. Oh my goodness. Wow. The patience in cooking this, grabe. So I was able to cut this chunk. Okay, I want to show you how soft it is. This is like a chunk of the ano. Wait. Ako na isalo sa ano. See that? I'm gonna dip my fork. See? Walang kahirap-hirap. Although, because it's pork skin, so very, ano gid siya? Oily. That's the reason why pag i-ano mo fork, medyo mupilit gid siya. It's literally like jelly ace. Oh my goodness, I wish I had rice. It's really tender and chewy. Hits right the spot. I'm loving this. I really am loving this. I think it's gonna be my newest. Dati manggod, as if you recall what I mentioned earlier, the first time nagtilaw ko it was, the taste was too strong for me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I was 10 or 11 years old, so I never did try. I would prefer lomi when we're out drinking. Diba, after mag-inom, you would really want something warm. So, lomi over Balbacua any day, right? But now, I mean, this is good. Dili siya halang, and the aroma is really good. It's just a little bit too salty for my taste, for my preference. But paired with rice, siguro it would be really neutralized, like totally neutralized. And of course, I actually made a little bit of research on what Balbacua is, because I want to make sure what's actually inside this dish. So if you can see, medyo orange na gid siya. Orange, brown. I mean, brown siya, but kanang on the top layer, there's oranges. It's because of the oil. Because slow cooked ang Balbacua, and it's perfectly done that way. Murag maugid siya ang signature sa Balbacua to achieve the chewy, tender texture of the skin, or sometimes oxtail maning ng ginabutang. So it's really, really good. I'm not even sure at this point. Diba, nag-mention ko pork again, I'm wrong. Forgive me for that. It's actually beef. And instead na ilabay ang mga extra, like kanang, di ba pag mag-ihaw sila, usually we just get the katong unod na part. But these are the less desirable parts. And they use this to cook this dish instead. Ilabay lang, or diba? And because back then, kanang in the olden days, Pinoy are very superstitious, and we really think that if mag-ihaw kag baka, baboy, kanding, whatever that is, and dili mo i-make use tanan sa imong inihaw, is mura kag gaba-gabahan or something. So that's the reason why people would really make different sorts of dish just to make use of every part of the inihaw na hayop. So the magic of Balbacua lies in its preparation, as I mentioned earlier. First, the meat is simmered in a flavorful broth infused with aromatic spices like star anise, garlic cloves, onion, and of course bay leaves. This slow cooking process allows the flavor to melt together, resulting in a rich and robust stew. To enhance its depth, some variations of Balbacua include the additions of banana blossoms. Banana blossoms is, I think, puso, giving the dish a subtle sweetness and unique texture. But this one that I'm having right now is just a classic, generic kind of Balbacua, which I love. Because although ningon ko, it's a little bit too salty for my taste preference, I wouldn't want it any other way because I believe it's made for parat-parat maginaw Balbacua. And Mr. Google is actually right, as the enticing aroma of Balbacua fills the air. Families and friends actually here in the Philippines gather around for Balbacua. It's one of the most one of the best description gid sa Balbacua. Humot gid siya. The aroma is really sweet. I mean, strong and good. It makes you feel really hungry maski wala ka gigutom. Kaya in all honesty, wala mo gigutom. Gitugnaw lang ko. And that's the reason why we have this. So, Balbacua for Filipinos isn't just a meal. As I mentioned earlier, it's actually a comfort food for Filipinos. Actually, the kind comfort food of Filipinos, no. Filipinos, we love to cook, we love to eat, and we most often associate food with memories, family gatherings, birthdays, in any celebration, there really has to be food. So, sometimes we enjoy this during festive gatherings, simple family dinners. In short, food brings definitely families, people together, including Balbacua. So, with that said, actually, as I've read earlier, legend lang daw to nga Pampanga gikan ang Balbacua because I think people from Pampanga really like aning a strong taste, like very well spiced na pagkaon. But I have to say, like if you're a person who's steering clear from sodium, this is not the best food for you, definitely. I can tolerate sodium naman, but it's still parat for me. But at least, no, this is one thing that I really learned with my Tilaw Master episodes. The things that I used to not like eating before, if you taste it at this age now, and if you're thinking that you want to eat this to taste lang, you get a different perception. Kasi arte-arte ko sa food when I was younger. So we're having another cut. And usually what I do to really savor the taste is ginapatulo lang ako sabaw. But take this tip from me, if you're going to eat Balbacua, have some rice and a side dish, probably pork or vegetable siguro, like kangkong will be best in my imagination because I want something crunchy. I feel nga with this huge serving I cannot finish this for the reason nga maumay ka because of the fatty taste. Although ang sabaw is really perfect, I could drink a lot, but the beef skin, the skin, and whatever meat is naadili, it's too fatty. You would need rice and something else, like maybe barbecue or vegetables I mentioned earlier. It's not very bad though that I had toast. It neutralizes the sodium, but of course Dili man tanan para sa weird og trip, diba? So it was a good suggestion on my part. Mag-rice good. My bad. I failed myself. If there is one thing I did tonight that is right, it's to have this grape juice. My goodness, without dropping the brand, ha. I thought mo good, it's not gonna help. Pero diba most of the time pag Pinoy lagi ka ng pag mo count something na dako tag tendency maumay, we would prefer soft drinks over it. But really, I don't want soft drinks these days, so I'm opting for juice. But it's grape juice, so nawala naman ko ng umay. It's fine. I wish I had rice. I'm not sure if Balbacua was supposed to have gulay in it or yung ano lang gid siya. Okay, there's nothing in it except for the spices. I see Bombay. And then kato na dayon, ang skin na. Ang fat. That's it. Wala siya something like a typical Filipino stew na na cabbage or petchay, na pay kamatis. There's something else that you can actually eat apart from the meat itself. With Balbacua, it's not like that. It's really just a soup and the skin nga mo i-enjoy, which of course for me nga mangita ko something else, it wouldn't be really satisfying. No, of course this is a food review, food biography. Maybe I'm just really the type of person na hindi ulit recados in a certain dish. So if you remember my last episode, nagkaon ko og lugaw. Ganahan ko og lugaw gyud nga kompleto of everything. Like na siya whole chicken, whole drumsticks of chicken, and then boiled egg. Diba? Because some is okay lang man if wala, but me, I like it like that. So I feel that I wouldn't have enjoyed Balbacua so much if wala ni na-neutralize mo yung kaparat. But if naatoy rice, the best. It would be a best experience yet. So overall judgment, if you're gonna ask me, am I going to try and eat this again later? Yes. If you're gonna ask me why, it's because definitely gonna try this again with rice and with a side dish next time, diba? It's actually worth trying. And second, if you're gonna ask me, is the price worth it for this entire bowl? Definitely yes. For me, this could actually feed 2 to 3 people. Dako siya. It's for a group, and you can actually share this. For 100 pesos is very very sulit, but that is of course butuan price. So if magtuloy-tuloy ang ulan, of course I don't want nga kamang bagyuhon, but what I'm saying is if it's of the wet season here in the Philippines is beginning na, this would really be a great comfort food for the season. So of course, if you have more suggestions for me to try in my next episodes, feel free to drop it at our comment box. And if you have suggestions, ideas on where to eat next, what to eat next, if you have anything that you would like to say, or if meron kayong own Balbacua experience ninyo, if you know a store that serves the best Balbacua in town, drop them down below. And of course, if you're just new here, if you just happen to see us on your newsfeed, thank you very much for staying up to this part of our video. Since nandito lang din naman kayo, would like to invite you to subscribe to Tilaw Master. And of course, magpapasalamat din kami sa mga sponsors for the show. We have 19 South TV, South Clothing, and of course, maraming salamat to K9 Media Group for making Tilaw Master a reality. And I hope we are making you happy with our consistent episodes on food vlogs, telling you stories about our food experiences. So, syempre naman, this entire video will only be worth it. Will only be worth our time if you're there to watch, react, comment, and of course, expect our next video. So this is once again Cristel, your Tilaw Master host, and I'm very excited to have this community with me. Maraming salamat, TNC. See you on the next one.